Newcastle instant match reaction as Palace pick up a home point, extending their record of one defeat in about 10 home games this season under Hodgson. They were unlucky not to win that at the end, but it was a cliche game of two halves. First half, Palace looked all at sea. There was no link in the midfield. Conceded a sloppy corner where six players failed to clear a rather poor delivery in from Kennedy. And gave Newcastle belief away from home, given their recent struggles, to hopefully take something back up north. It took a Roy Hodgson half-time team talk, something that Palace fans are used to at the moment, a poor first half, and they came out with a great attacking impetus. Got awarded a penalty for a pull on Benteke. Very good spot by the linesman. I've been critical of the referees this season, but credit where credit's due. It was an excellent spot, and it was him that flagged and not the referee, which Luca dispatched. Darlow unlucky not to keep it out, but it shows that if you put power on a penalty, even if a keeper gets a hands to it, you've got more chance of going in, and hopefully that's a lesson for Luca and also for Benteke should he have to take one again this season. And then it was all Palace, Zaha, MacArthur, Cabaye, Benteke, all guilty of not really taking their chances, but Newcastle defended resolutely, and they got a point there to take back up north. The issue with Palace was obviously a poor transfer window in where they didn't kind of reinforce key areas. No real attacking options on the bench, barring Chung Yong Lee, who's obviously out of favour with Hodgson, and a new striker, Sola, who's obviously lacked match fitness since playing his last game in November, I believe. But we've got another game next weekend, and you're going to hope that Hodgson's going to get a lot more time to work with these players that he's brought in, and we're going to see him on the bench sooner rather than later in order to kind of give ourselves more options off the bench, because barring the injury to Kelly, Sacco coming on, I doubt we would have made any substitutions, and that's quite common for Hodgson this season, just to play with the 11 he started with. And that kind of fresh impetus and attack is going to be needed if we're going to convert these points into victory. I've been Skippy. Make sure you follow FYP on all the social media platforms, and also for those guys watching on Shoot the Defence, make sure you check out all the other guys reviewing the games this week. Up the Palace.